Hi, this is Eddie from NetStream Communications. In today's world, it seems like everyone is online. So, in an effort to ease some of the congestion, many internet service providers, or ISPs, have gone from charging a monthly subscription fee to charging for service based on usage. With that in mind, it follows that when a user has problems related to performance, they want to make sure their provider is delivering the bandwidth they're paying for. And usually, the first step to determine if the ISP is living up to its promises is to perform a speed test. But does one really know what the results of those tests mean? And are those results even accurate? There are literally thousands of speed tests available online, using several different ways of getting results. Unfortunately, most testing applications don't tell you which method they use to come to those findings, making it virtually impossible for the user to validate those results, regardless of skill or knowledge. The problem lies not in the results of the test, but in understanding the results of the test. The exchange of information online, be it streaming videos or music, downloading pictures, or losing to Korean college students of video games, can be expressed as packets of information moving from one place to another, and each of these applications transfers those packets differently. Many factors affect the time and manner in which data is transferred, such as size, speed, distance, and congestion, all of which contribute to the confusion in understanding the results of the speed test. Also, when a speed test is being conducted that's not using a method that corresponds to what you're trying to do, the results aren't going to reflect the actual performance of your connection. There are two basic types of tests that are used to gather data to measure speed: capacity and compression, both of which handle things a little bit differently. The capacity test sends little packets of data up to the test destination and then reports on the speed of the connection based on how much of the data actually made it. Problem is that it does so without regard to the order in which the packets were delivered or the time it took them to get there. This particular test nearly always delivers misleading results, especially if the user is in a scenario that requires the data to arrive in a particular sequence, like watching a movie, for example. Second, there's the compression test, where the user downloads a large file, usually a picture, and the test times the process to gauge the speed. Unfortunately, with photos, the file that's sent can sometimes be much smaller than the file that's received. This will result in a faster measurement than would be achieved using another type of file that doesn't have the compression capabilities of a picture. Shared among these tests' individual flaws are two other big problems that users trying to check up on their speed might face. Firstly, an accurate and precise timer is imperative when conducting a speed test, but some test applications only provide their results in data transferred per second. Internet speeds, on the other hand, are measured in millions of bits per second, making timing down to at least a thousandth of a second essential in order to produce an accurate reading. There's also the matter of route variance. Distance, in regards to the internet, is measured in hops between routers, not in miles. So it's entirely possible that two completely different internet routes to the same destination could have two completely different trip times. And keep in mind that there are thousands of testing applications available, all located in different parts of the world. So it's likely that different tests could produce some very different results. What it all boils down to is that not all speed tests are created equal. And unless the user knows what methods were used, the results are about as concrete as ones from a Rorschach test. So if you're experiencing problems with your connection, try working with your ISP to identify and fix the issue. Working on it yourself will probably just give you a headache. Information for this recording was derived from white papers Understanding Internet Speed Test Results. Why do some speed test results not match my experience? By Visualware, copyright 2008.